Analysis of the Auditor General's report on the Ministry of Education. There has been a consistent increase in the total expenditures for the Ministry of Education over the 3 years under review. Every year, the Auditor General has the constitutional and legal mandate to examine financial statements of all public institutions, including the Ministry of Education, in order to determine whether public money has been spent lawfully and effectively. In the financial year 2013-2014, the Ministry of Education received an adverse opinion. An adverse opinion implies that financial records do not present a true and fair view of the financial position for the ministry. In the consequent years, the ministry was split into two: the State Department of Education and the State Department of Science and Technology. In the financial year 2014-2015, the State Department of Education was audited and received an adverse opinion, implying that the financial records do not present a true and fair view of the financial position for the ministry. In the financial year 2015-2016, it received a qualified opinion. This means a fairly positive review, but with minor issues. The State Department of Science and Technology received a qualified opinion for the two financial years of 2014-2015 and 2015-2016, which implies a fairly positive review, but with minor issues. Queried amount refers to money that the Auditor General identifies as money or transactions that were made unlawfully. In the first year under review, the total amount of money queried was 48 billion shillings. This accounted for 19% of the total budget for the ministry. In the second year under review, the total amount of money queried was 22 billion shillings. This accounted for 8% of the total budget for the ministry. And finally, in the third year under review, the total amount of money queried was 26 billion shillings, accounting for 8% of the total budget for the ministry. In the financial year 2013-2014, the top three queried amounts revolved around lack of supporting documents, failure to reconcile books of accounts, and long outstanding balances. In the financial year 2014-2015, the queried amounts revolved around no value for money, lack of supporting documents, and failure to reconcile books of accounts. In the last year under review, the major issues were no value for money, lack of supporting documents, and failure to reconcile books of accounts. Opportunity costs. In the financial year 2013-2014, there was an excess payment of 1.5 million shillings to a school under the Free Day Secondary Education Program. The school had overstated the number of students in the school, which means the amount in question did not actually pay for any students. This amount would have enabled 203 extra students to enroll for the Free Day Secondary Education Program for 1 year had it not been disbursed to the said school. In the financial year 2014-2015, 1 million shillings was made as payment for photocopy machines which were not dispatched according to records, hence no value for money. 24 extra machines would have been purchased from this amount and distributed across 24 secondary schools, with each school getting one photocopy machine. In the financial year 2015-2016, 154 million shillings was made as payment for the supply of computers to schools. These computers were not delivered and the amount was unaccounted for. This amount would have ensured that a total of 2,200 computers would have been distributed to 110 schools, with each school getting 20 computers, enough to start a computer lab, hence improving the quality of education.